Sarah, and today I'm going to be doing a Try a Chapter Tag YA edition. So first of all, I love Try a Chapter tags. I absolutely love doing this tag because I kind of like exploring books before I decide to read them. So I feel like a Try a Chapter tag, when I know when I'm in the mood to read, but don't quite know what I want to read, I love to pull out a Try a Chapter tag. So I knew at some point this month I was gonna get like just the itch to read some YA fantasy, and I'm feeling it right now. I'm really feeling it. So my TBR at the beginning of this month, I put 5 books that were gonna be in this Try a Chapter tag, and I let you guys vote on which one you guys want me to read. So I'm gonna do the Try a Chapter tag. I'm gonna read the first chapter in each of the books, and then I'm gonna choose one of them to read. Then I'm gonna check the poll that I put in my TBR video, and I'm going to read the book that you guys picked for me to read as well. So I'll get to read 2 books for this tag. I'm pretty excited for it. First of all, just a refresher on which 5 books I decided to choose for this tag. The first one is The Last Namsara by Kristen Cicarelli. Then we have 4 Dead Queens by Astrid Scholte, Wicked Saints by Emily A. Duncan, We Hunt the Flame by Hafsa Faizal, and 6 of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. So I chose these 5 books because they've been on my TBR and I just like haven't gotten to them. So it's time to finally get to, well, 2 of them. So I'm gonna read the first chapter of each of these and then I will come back and talk to you guys about it. So I just finished the first chapter for The Last Namsara by Kristen Cicarelli. I actually enjoyed it more than I was expecting to, almost, because it started off really action-packed. Like, it started off action-packed, and I didn't think we were gonna get a whole lot of character in the first chapter, but we actually did get a good bit of character, and we got a little bit of world building, which I really enjoyed. There's definitely, like, part of it that intrigues me about the plot towards the end, so I definitely enjoyed this a lot more than I was expecting to. Did have a little bit of issues with a little bit of how the writing was done, but overall, like, that didn't bother me that much at all, and I enjoyed, like, the world, the characters so far, and the plot is intriguing so far, so I'm enjoying this one. It's definitely action-packed at the very beginning. Like, I wasn't expecting it to start off, like, with, like, dragon slaying right away at the beginning, so yeah, I enjoyed it. So I just finished the first chapter of 4 Dead Queens. This one, I feel like I need more information to decide if I want to read it or not. Like, I need to read like another 2 chapters or something like that. Because this one was definitely a bit slower, and you can tell that there are multiple character point of views, and this is only like the first 10 pages for the first point of view character. So I don't know. This world seems interesting though, so I'm interested, but at the same time, like, I'm not hooked the way I was for The Last Namsara. So I don't know if this will be my pick. I doubt it, but you never know. Maybe you guys picked it and I might still end up reading this one because I am interested in this one also. So I just finished the first chapter of Wicked Saints, and this tag is not going the way I planned. I had wanted to like all of the first chapters and have difficulty picking between them, but I honestly had a lot of difficulty with this chapter. I felt like I kind of got hit in the face with world building because there's so many places that are not easy to pronounce that are just kind of thrown at you, and then there's a little bit of history, and then there's action, and like, I don't really know what's going on. I don't know. I feel like I have to reread the first chapter. Maybe I will. I don't know. The idea that I've got from it seems interesting. I'm a little confused. So that was a little weird, but I'm sure the rest of the book gets better. Like, I'm sure it does. But I might have to reread the first chapter if I'm gonna decide to read this one. So I just finished the first chapter of We Hunt the Flame, and I actually really enjoyed it. Like, I like the main character, Zafira. I get kind of like Katniss vibes from her, so I'm excited to see where she goes in this. It was just magical enough that it intrigues me. I like the setting that the first chapter was in. It was very well written too. I actually really, really like this one. So I'm excited for this one also. So I'm happy that I like this one, so yes. Okay, so I just read the first chapter of 6 of Crows. It is really good, like, wow. I did not expect that going into the first chapter of 6 of Crows, because like, I read the Grishaverse trilogy, and it's completely different. Like, the writing style seems completely different. The world, like, while it's the same world and you can feel that it's the same world, there's definitely like almost like a maturation from the first series to the next series. Like, the world has matured some. I liked the first character that we were introduced to, Jost. So yeah, and the ending of the first chapter, just wow. wow. Just, I'm not gonna say what it is, because it's, even though it's the first chapter, it's the ending of the chapter, and it's one of those that, like, you should read it. You should definitely read it. I also really like the magic system in this book, because I already know what the magic system is, because obviously I read the Grishaverse trilogy. So yeah, like, I want to choose Six of Crows, maybe, because but the thing is, I want something fast-paced, and I don't think Six of Crows is going to be fast-paced. So before I choose which one I'm going to read, first of all, Wicked Saints, I'll read it eventually, just not this month. So I'm deciding not to read this one, and I'm thinking I'm going to actually add Four Dead Queens to that also, because I just wasn't as intrigued with Four Dead Queens as I was by some of the other ones. So these two, for now, I will not be reading, but I will get to these eventually. That leaves The Last Namsara, We Hunt the Flame, and Six of Crows. I don't know what to pick. I have a feeling, I just have a feeling that the poll chose Six of Crows. Like, after I did the poll, I realized, like, out of the 5 books, Six of Crows is obviously the most popular of them. So I just have a feeling that the poll chose Six of Crows. So that means I would have to read this one anyway, which I'm definitely intrigued by. That would leave me with We Hunt the Flame and The Lost Namsara. I really like both of them. I really like the first chapter for both of them. I kind of want to, but at the same time, if the poll didn't choose Six of Crows, then I kind of want to choose Six of Crows. I think I'm going to check the poll. I'm going to check the poll, see what you guys chose. Hopefully it's one of these 3, and then I can choose between the other 2. So we'll see. We're going to check the poll. So I got my handy dandy computer, and we're gonna check this poll and see what it is. Poll results, and I was right. So for the poll, I only had 18 responses, which is like nowhere close to what the video views were. So like no one is responding to my poll, but 6 people voted for Six of Crows, which I kind of expected, which was the most. And then 5 people voted for We Hunt the Flame, 4 people voted for Wicked Saints, 2 people for The Last Namsara, and 1 for Four Dead Queens. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pick the top 2, Six of Crows and We Hunt the Flame. Because while I do want to read The Last Namsara, I do also really want to read We Hunt the Flame, and I have a feeling that this is gonna be like the type of book that I really like. I just have a feeling about it, and I kind of knew that I was gonna end up reading Six of Crows also. So I'm gonna read these 2, and I will check in with you guys when I'm done reading them. So I finally finished Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I really, really enjoyed this one. I actually read most of it over the course of like 2 days. I know a lot of people talk about it being slow. I did not feel that way about it at all. Like the entire time, I was just very into the book the entire time. The beginning, I feel like the first like 2 sections is really fast, and like the last section is really fast. The middle does slow down a bit, and that is mostly because there's a lot of character building there. There's a lot of backstories for the characters, and I feel like it was definitely necessary, and it didn't bother me at all. I think part of it is just because I'm so used to just having that good character development that I really enjoyed it. And you don't really get that much in YA, I feel like. And I just felt like it was really well done here. I especially liked Kaz's backstory. Like, when I first picked up this and I like met all the characters, or read all the characters, I definitely thought that my favorite would be either Mateus or Inej. Like, Kaz was not my favorite to begin with. Like, I kind of didn't like him at all, but he was like one of those characters that really, really grew on me, and like towards the end, he was definitely like one of my favorite characters. Still like Inej a lot too though, and all of them, really. I loved all of the characters. They're really, really good characters, and I'm definitely excited to read the next book in this series. So definitely really, really happy that I finally picked up Six of Crows, and I ended up giving this one 4.5 stars. I also did manage to finish We Hunt the Flame by Hafsa Faizal. I did enjoy this one. I didn't enjoy this one as much as Six of Crows because I didn't like the characters as much, but I did really, really like the world building in this, and I actually really liked the romance in this, which is interesting. A lot of times when YA fantasy revolves heavily around a romance the way this one did, I generally don't like it that much, but I ended up actually really liking it and like actually really rooting for it. So I was really happy about that. I also feel like I was getting a lot of Hunger Games vibes from it just because the main main character, Zafira, reminded me so much of Katniss, especially in the beginning, and just where she was in the world and what she did. She just had that kind of survivor mentality, and I really liked that about her. So I really loved her as a main character, and I really enjoyed this world. I did really like the writing in this one as well. This one didn't quite have the character development and the plot twist as I was looking for, but it did have some good mysteries. So like, I did really enjoy this one, not as much as the other one, but I did give this one 4 stars. So that is my try a chapter tag. I really enjoy doing this tag. I did one last year, and I'll probably end up doing another one sometime this year, or if not, definitely next year. But this is such a fun tag, and I'm glad you guys were able to pick one of the books also. That was really fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I post videos at least weekly, so consider subscribing. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up to support my channel. All social media links are in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.